My name is Crystal. I'm 12 years old. Last summer, I stayed for a week in a cottage with my parents and my best friend Lena. It was deep in the Morvan Forest, a quiet, forgotten part of Burgundy, with more trees than people, and endless winding roads. My parents had found the cottage on a strange little website, one of those listings that looks peaceful in pictures, but feels wrong in person. The house was old, built entirely of stone, and eerily quiet. Every floorboard creaked under the weight of even a breath. The furniture was worn, the curtains too heavy, and they moved even when there was no wind. Everything about the house felt like it hadn't been touched in decades. The living room and bedrooms were on the ground floor, but the thing I couldn't stop thinking about was the trapdoor. It was in the hallway, between the kitchen and the bathroom. A square piece of dark wood with a small, cold metal ring at its center, half hidden between two rugs, as if someone had wanted to forget it was there. When I asked my father about it, he said it probably led to a cellar or a crawl space. "It's dangerous," he added. "Better not mess with it." He never touched it. Instead, he slid a low cabinet in front of it to make sure no one tripped. But I kept thinking about it. That first night, I couldn't sleep. I woke up around 3 a.m. for no reason at all. The cottage was silent, completely still. But then I heard it. A faint sound beneath the floor. A slow, irregular scratching, like fingernails on old wood. I stayed frozen in my bed, barely breathing. The sound stopped, but I couldn't shake the feeling that it hadn't gone away. It had just gone quiet. The next day, Lena and I took a walk through the woods behind the cottage. We found an overgrown path, a crumbling wooden bridge, and further ahead, a rope tied between two trees. It was nearly invisible, thin, dark, like it had been there for years. But Lena swore it hadn't been there earlier. I hadn't seen it either. We walked home in silence. That evening, after dinner, my parents went to bed early. Lena sat reading, and I sat thinking, distracted. Then I noticed something. The cabinet covering the trapdoor had been moved, not by much, just a few inches, but enough. I asked Lena if she had touched it. She looked confused and said no. We didn't talk about it again. The second night, I woke up again. Same time, same silence. But the sound was different this time, more deliberate. It wasn't just scratching. It was tapping, like knuckles gently knocking under the floorboards. Then I heard it, a metallic click, like the ring of the trapdoor being lifted or dropped. The next morning, I couldn't help myself. I checked. The cabinet had been pushed even farther away. The trapdoor ring, it was gleaming, like someone had touched it. Wrapped around it was something new. A tight, knotted piece of black lace. Thin, worn, tied carefully around the metal handle. None of us had lace like that. None of us had been near the trapdoor. I said nothing. That afternoon, we packed up and left. Lena didn't nap in the car like she usually did. Instead, she stared out the window and said softly, "I felt like someone was watching us every night." I didn't answer her. But I still think about that knot. That lace wasn't there before. It had no reason to be. Something wanted us to notice it. Something wanted us to look down at the trapdoor.